Hello everyone and welcome to the video. For those of you Stranger Things fans out there, you guys probably saw that the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things Season 5 was released just about an hour ago at the time of me filming this currently. I also RSVP'd for that Netflix streaming event that was going on in Los Angeles where they interviewed the cast and had that big event streamed on their website. And you had to RSVP by a certain time to watch it live, and then they showed the first 5 minutes there, and then they uploaded it to all their social medias and all that. Before I talk about the first 5 minutes, I've just got to show you guys this is really insane. A couple months ago, I made a video showing all these behind-the-scenes photos from the Upside Down film set in Georgia that somebody on Instagram sent me photos of, and it was freaking insane. And it was the entire Upside Down set in real life. In the Stone Mountain Woods and all that. So from some of the teasers that we've already seen, we've seen some of that wood set and where it was in real life. But after watching the first 5 minutes, the tree that the young Will actor climbed up and fell off of, that was the same tree that was in those photos, which is absolutely insane. We'll go ahead and get into that right away. And I'll show you the comparisons now, and then I'll talk about my thoughts of the first 5 minutes and what I think about it, and some more of my predictions and stuff like that. So we'll go and look at the photos now and compare them. All right, so here's the comparison photos now. No joke, that is the exact same tree in person. Big shout out to Ryan Buck on Instagram who DM'd me these photos. It's just absolutely unreal that he was able to go to the Stone Mountain Woods film set in real life in Georgia where they filmed this scene, aside from the CGI and the effects, obviously, but my gosh, is this insane. Here's some more photos right here. I know I showed some of them in that one video that I made a few months ago, but this is like the bottom area of the tree, and don't worry, it gets even better after this. So here it is in person again with all the CGI and effects that they do during production. But that is the exact same tree, and that is the exact same woods. That is just, mind blows me. And there he is at the bottom, and just get ready until you see this. All right, so here is the opening scene of the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things Season 5. As you can see, there is Castle Byers right there, which is also in the exact same woods that all those other photos are from. All this was filmed in the exact same area. There's Castle Byers there and the flashback scenes here. And check this out. Literally, these are pieces of Castle Byers right here. It gets better. Hang on. Here comes the next. That's the first picture. All those are pieces of Castle Byers right there where that exact scene was filmed. Here's this next picture right here that actually shows the pieces up close. See right here. Those are pieces of the Castle Byers right near that tree where this person was able to see in person and sent those photos to me. So yeah, once again, here is the side-by-side of the set where this was all filmed and built before all the CGI effects, obviously. Those are pieces there, and to the right, those are pieces of the Castle Byers set. Absolutely insane. Big shout out to Ryan Buck who sent me these on Instagram. Alright, so I'm going to try playing a little bit of this with no sound and see if it lets me. There's Castle Byers there. These are all flashbacks. Well, this is the first 5 minutes of Season 5, but I'll explain what I think, and I'm 99% sure what it actually is. So there he is inside. As you can see, the pieces look exactly the same as those pictures that I just showed you. We're going to skip ahead a little bit here. Alright, so I put it in slow motion here. As you can see, there's Castle Byers there. I will show the pieces again here in a second. Like I said, this is in slow motion. You can see all the pics there, all the sticks and stuff. And once again, here are the pieces of the Castle Byers right here that he took pictures of and sent to me. These were actually in that woods in real life in Georgia. Absolutely insane. There he is running. All of that was that wood set in those photos from that video from a while ago. There's that tree that he's climbing. Absolutely insane. See, there it is again. Here are the side-by-side pictures once again. It just absolutely blows my mind that this whole set was just in woods there in Georgia that you could walk through at the time. This was early kind of in the filming last year from what I know. sometime early 2024 when they filmed that, but my god, is it insane. So cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and skip to the Vecna scenes here in the first 5 minutes. Right after the whole Castle Buyer scene, it cuts to this, where it looks like it might be in that church. I don't know. I can't tell with the whole upside down look, but there's Vecna there, our first look of him, and then young Will. And like I said, I'll talk about here in a second what I think this scene is and what it's about and all that. But here's Vecna. It's so freaking scary. Man, did they do a good job with his character. I hate Vecna, but I love the whole costume, and like they just did an unbelievable job making him as scary as possible. And just big shout out to the Duffer Brothers for creating the best show on earth. All right, so I didn't really want to show too much of it because for obvious reasons, I don't want to get copyrighted or anything like that. So that's why I had to mute it and kind of be fast with the whole video part and just show mostly still pics like I kind of have to do. Anyway, here's my thoughts of the first 5 minutes. It's kind of predictable and kind of obvious what's going on here exactly is occurring in the first 5 minutes. So as you can tell, that is supposed to be young Will, and that's not actually young Noah Schnapp, obviously, because he's not that young anymore. He's not 12 or whatever he was at the time, or younger, I don't remember. But I believe that the first 5 minutes, which is the first 5 minutes of the entire season of season 5, is a flashback to season 1 when Will first got kidnapped into the Upside Down in the woods in real life, and then taken into the Upside Down by that Demogorgon. And basically, we did not see that part in season 1, what they showed in the first 5 minutes of season 5. So, as you guys probably remember in season 1, he's riding his bike, falls in the woods. Demogorgon captures him in his shed outside of the house, and that's when he disappears. And then they didn't see him again for quite some time. But during the time he was in the Upside Down, the parts that they didn't show us in season 1, I think this is what season 5 is flashing back to. So to sum it all up, it has been Vecna behind this whole thing the whole time during Stranger Things. And obviously we were first introduced to Vecna in season 4. So that was kind of predictable, and I was kind of thinking that, along with probably most other people, when season 4 came out, that he's been behind this the whole time. That is absolutely true, but that is not the end of the story whatsoever. We are all about to be blown away by this season and what we're going to see. And it's going to be the best, and it's just going to blow everything out of the water. It's just going to be amazing. To sum it up, that's my thoughts on the first 5 minutes, and I had to show you guys those comparison photos because I just now thought about that shortly after it came out, like, oh my god, that's the same as in those pictures, because we did see a little bit of it in some of the teasers that have been shown over the past several months. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things Season 5. Thank you guys for watching.